What are the certainties on where we're going to suffer?
Well, good morning, guys. And the number one certainty tonight is that Joe's Hockey is looking for the word money. And the only place you're guaranteed to find that word is in the dictionary, of course. But tonight we'll be scouring through the federal budget to see where he can find some money. And the two certainties for me tonight is that he will put, I think you'll see a charge on going to the doctor or the GP. I think you can expect that to be somewhere between the vicinity of $7 to $15. However, last night Bill Shorten did say he's likely to oppose it, so I'll have to watch this space on that one. And the second thing is tonight I think you'll definitely see an increase in the excise on petrol, which means more money out of our hip pocket to fill up our car.
Scott, let's break it down. There's been so much speculation about the budget over the last couple of days. What are we likely to see and what is just rumour at this late stage?
Well, let's top it off with the deficit levy. Of course, the deficit levy's been speculated at being 2% for those earning more than $180,000. It could be $150,000, but we'll stick to the $180,000 for the time being. Last night, Christine Milne said she wanted a full reform of all marginal tax rates rather than having a temporary levy in place. Of course, Barack Obama introduced a tax to the rich when he first got into government, which was very unpopular politically, but is trying to get America out of the debt mess that's got. Secondly, I think, as you said, we'll see an excise on fuel. That's going to hurt us in our pockets, unfortunately, as we fill up the tank. I don't think we can avoid this one, and I think that'll go through. Of course, it's got to go through the Senate. Then we've got, of course, retirement planning. Now, if you're born after the age, well, after 1965, you won't be able to access the age pension until you're 70. But you can access superannuation at the age of 62. At the moment, you can access your superannuation at the age of 55, and of course, that's tax-free at the age of 60 for some. Then we've got the means testing, and this is going to come in terms of family benefits and also working for the dole, which means there'll be more scrutiny for under 25s who might not be able to get unemployment benefits, especially if they've been studying, and more scrutiny as well for under 30s. Then we've got going to the hospital, as I said, going to visit your standard GP. Now, this morning we've heard that if you'll go to the hospital for non-emergency treatment, you may have to pay a fee. In addition to that, things called bulk billing will be a thing of the past, as we now have to pay to walk in to see our local GP. Then we've got the much talked about paid parental scheme. Of course, this has been originally speculated to be those earning $150,000, they could get $75,000. That's now going to be cut to $100,000 to $50,000, but even that might be too much, as it's, I suppose you could say, very difficult to justify its funding with so many other cuts elsewhere. And then finally, the winner. And this will be, I suppose you could say, particularly in Victoria and New South Wales, there will be a lot of money spent on infrastructure. And that is going to then create jobs. And this is going to be the real marketing angle the Coalition will have tonight, is because they need to get jobs out of this. So they're going to cut public servants. They need to figure out a way to make jobs. And that's going to be in infrastructure. And on a side note, we've seen the price of iron ore fall, which for every dollar iron ore falls, that costs the government $300 million a dollar. So keep an eye on that tonight as we talk about revenue in relation to iron ore and exports.